You guys want to talk about some crazy shit? This is $100 worth of groceries. $100 even. That's before taxes. $100 right here.
Now this has got to be a freaking typo, because $10 for a bag of apples? You have got to be kidding me.
Well, here's my Walmart haul. $115 and hardly any food. Yeah, looks like 2025 is going wonderfully.
The last administration had the greatest inflation in the history of our country. And now, as you know, groceries are down. It's all down.
Am I the only one that's seen these insane prices? I'm here at the supermarket. I have a flyer from December 2024 when Biden was president. It's September 2025. Trump is president, and prices are just getting out of hand. Check out some comparisons. All right, so for starters, let's look at this. Bertolli extra virgin oil, $14.99 in December of 2024. Now, $18.99. That's $4 more for the same exact bottle that was on sale at the same exact supermarket, except now 26% more in 9 months. All right, how about this one? Texas Pete's hot sauce, $2.49 in the flyer in December of 2024. Now, in September, $3.29. That is 32% increase in 9 months. Trump said he was going to lower prices, and what's happening? Almost everything is going up. 32% is insane in 9 months.
Mango for $5 each. This one for $5.
I just spent $72 on stuff to make chili, and that's going to feed my family maybe 2 nights. $72. Y'all gonna have to figure something out up there in Washington, D.C.
Across America, families are walking out of the grocery stores, are frustrated, broke, and angry because of the insane cost of grocery prices. And Trump promised that he would lower grocery prices during his campaign. But many MAGA supporters are now realizing that that is opposite because grocery prices, they keep on skyrocketing each and every day, that even $100 barely fills a shopping cart, you know? And people are asking, where is a great economy that Trump keeps on saying, you know? So they feel betrayed, misled, and forgotten by the same promises that once gave them hope. So let's get to see the reactions, then you come back with commentary, and kindly hit the subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments, all right? Let's dive into it.
Baby, when you hear y'all president say that the grocery prices are down, we all know he's lying. Now, I just came back from the grocery store. It was not a serious grocery run. It was just, a few little snacks. And baby, I spent $50 on snack food. Let me show you what I got. So just, a few cans of Pringles, some garlic bread, some Brussels sprouts, some Parmesan cheese, some of these Cheetos, baby, these was $7.29. Some deli meat, some whole grain bread, and a little box of Cakesters. Baby, these grocery prices are insane. $50 for just snacks. So again, every time he say these grocery prices are down, he's lying. Because that's ridiculous to just buy snacks and you spend $50. So, yeah, every time that he say they're down, they're not down.
Guys, y'all ain't gonna believe this freaking crap. Me and my husband just left the grocery store, walked there with not even 4 bags, and paid over almost $300 and something. Everything has just went up double. Like, what the heck, man? This is getting crazy. We can't even afford groceries anymore. My husband brings home not even $500 a week. And we can't afford this freaking crap. And we went to fill out for freaking food stamps to get help. They denied us. They said he made too much. Off of not even $500 a week. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. We can't even get help. But that's not the point. My husband, he works. And I can't work. This is getting out of control.
Who remembers a time when you could go to Walmart and spend like $150 and you get all this stuff, but you still felt like you overspent? Yeah, those times are long gone. I did an order today and I spent about $260 and this is all I got, literally. Crock-pot liners, cream cheese. I got 2 cans of chicken broth and 1 beef broth. I got potatoes, shampoo, butter. I did splurge and get Olippops because I deserve a treat. 2 heavy creams, some sugar, Velveeta, some laundry soap. I did also get these, but they were $5 a piece. And I'm gonna make bread, so they'll pay themselves. 2 blocks of cheese, some veggies, 2 more rices, fried onions, milk, 2 cream of mushrooms, some seasonings, lunch meat, garlic bread. The kids needed some Dr. Pepper. Pork chops, chicken, and beef tips. That's it. That's all I got. Make it make sense.
Over 40 million Americans use SNAP benefits. Over 40 million Americans cannot afford food and they have to use government assistance. The government has to subsidize the food that people eat. That's over 12% of the population of the United States. Think about that. And then ask yourself, the real question is, why is it that over 40 million Americans can't afford food? That's the real question. Is it because food costs too much? Are there not enough jobs? Do we not have enough jobs for 40 million people to make a good enough living where they can afford their own food? Is there a job shortage? What is going on in America? Serious answers below, please. We need to figure this out. Peace and love.
When I walk in a grocery store these days, I'm crying because I feel like somebody is disrespecting me. First of all, why is mayonnaise $7? Who the hell needs $7 mayo? Not me. And there's nothing in life that requires $7 mayonnaise. That's not mayo. I call that mortgage sauce, because if you're paying $7 a bottle, on sale, mind you, yeah, you paying somebody's mortgage. Oh, look, a little plastic box of air bread, $6. Are these croissants hand rolled by Beyonce or something? Because frankly, that would be the only way they would be worth $6. Salad dressing, $6. Good thing I can't stand ranch, because I wasn't even buying it when it was $2. But I damn sure ain't gonna buy it at $6. Essentially paying $6 for vinegar and oil and a marketing team. Now we're going to talk about this organic ketchup. Organic ketchup for $10? And let me put y'all on game so y'all don't waste y'all money on stuff like this. Organic does not mean pesticide free, not according to the government. Honestly, it just means you paid more to feel like a better person. Stop doing that. Oh, and I'm just let you know, the price of regular ketchup ain't that much better. $7 for this little tiny container of ketchup. $7. Robbery in a bottle. Remember when barbecue sauce used to be a cheap condiment? Remember that? $5 is now the new poverty line for barbecue sauce. One of the cheapest condiments used to be on earth was hot sauce. Look at what they're doing to hot sauce. Frank's, I used to put that on everything. Not no more, not for $5. What are some of the wildest prices y'all seeing in stores right now? Because frankly, I'm crying every day. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this grocery store disrespect.
And the prices have been rising before Trump got him back in office. So it's not all him. But he doesn't help situation when he was quoted like, I don't know, 2-3 days ago, where he's talking about prices are down. He said the only thing up is beef. Prices are way down on everything else. Everything is down. Where is he getting this information? I mean, the question is he being told this and believes it, or is he just straight up lying and knows better?
Listen to this and tell me this doesn't just piss you off.
Even though American farmers are struggling, I'm happy that our president sent Argentina $40 billion. I'm willing to go broke. Ha! Couldn't be prouder. What a time to be alive.
They think their grocery prices are going to go down. This is the level of people we're dealing with here. They think that because of supply and demand, people losing their SNAP benefits will make their grocery prices go down. Let me illustrate this to you, what they believe is going to happen. So imagine I sell water in the desert. I have 100 customers that come to me every day. I'm the only place that sells water. Because water, like food, is something that we need to survive. It's something we need to buy. There's no choice. One day, half my customers die. They get hit by a sandstorm and die. Meaning they don't buy water from me anymore. Meaning my demand has dropped by half. Do you think I would lower my prices? Now, I might not necessarily increase my prices. I certainly could. I could double my prices to make up that loss. But I definitely do not need to lower them just because the demand has gone down. They think groceries work like Xboxes.
63 years old. Growing up in the 70s, for a dessert, we didn't have very much money. So my mom would take cinnamon like this and sugar. We'd put it over bread and butter and put it in the broiler and have cinnamon sugar toast. Did you guys grow up with that?
What's happening right now is about broken promises and real lives. These are the same Americans who stood by Trump, cheering for his campaign promises of lowering grocery prices, a booming economy, and a better life for hardworking Americans. They believe that life would be easier, but instead, they are watching food prices climb higher and higher every month. Things like milk, eggs, meat, bread, they are all stretching budgets, dinner. Many say they were told that things would get better, but instead, every trip to the grocery stores feels like a slap in the face. What's even more frustrating is the gaslighting. Hearing Trump say that the economy is doing okay, that the prices have come down, while their wallets prove otherwise. You can't tell that the groceries are down when the receipts prove otherwise, You can't tell struggling parents that inflation is under control when they can't even afford the basic needs, Some MAGA supporters are now starting to connect the dots. They are starting to realize that the slogans, the rallies, the speeches don't fill the pantry. They are now realizing that the great economy means nothing when ordinary families can't put food on the table, And it's not about prices anymore. It's a betrayal because they believed that Trump understood their struggles, their anger, their hopes, but now they feel played. They see corporate profits rising, billionaires getting tax breaks, while the lives of normal Americans get harder and harder. It's heartbreaking because this isn't about party lines anymore. It's about the real people who wanted change. They now feel like they were used and abandoned once the power was secured. But you can tell that many Americans, they are tired of being lied to, They are tired of watching politicians make promises that vanish once they get into office. The grocery store has become the real test of leadership, not campaign speeches, not press conferences, but what people actually want is affordable groceries, affordable life, a life that doesn't feel that it's a struggle. You are working, but you are still struggling. And right now, many say that that test is being failed. But maybe this frustration will finally wake people up, Maybe it's time for people to demand accountability and not just slogans of making America great again, but actual policies that make life affordable again. Because at the end of the day, people don't care about political talking points, All they care is how they can feed their families. And if Trump can't deliver on that, then all the talk about a strong economy means nothing. So next time someone says that groceries are down, that the economy is booming, just ask them, have you been to the grocery store of late? Because Americans, they know the truth, and the truth is printed on every grocery store. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.